Hot 100.5. Good morning. It's Mark and Dilly.
On the phone with us this morning, we have Amanda Sobey, and we are going to be talking about World Lymphedema Celebration coming up on March 6th. Good morning, Amanda. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well, thanks. And how are you?
Oh, doing well, thank you. This is a very important conversation to have because we were reading an estimated 1 million Canadians are living with and suffering with this chronic illness, and you are one of those people, Amanda. So I was reading too, like you were diagnosed in 2002, right?
That is correct.
And you've been battling it ever since. So what was it like back in 2002 to get that news, and then fast forward us to now and all the steps that you've taken to help yourself along the way?
Great question. So back in 2002, the internet really wasn't much of a thing, and the word lymphedema, when you Google searched it, gave you pictures of elephantitis. And the words "no cure," and then looking at those images were very devastating for me. And for 16 years afterwards, because I couldn't get the support, I recognized eventually through the process that even like medical students aren't trained in school about the lymphatics.
Yeah.
So getting diagnosis, getting education was incredibly rare, incredibly hard. And a lot of people don't understand, and even the government doesn't recognize this as an illness. So trying to get the support, trying to do all the right things just wasn't available. Thankfully, through advocacy and through my passionate efforts, I think we've been doing amazing things in the community, creating awareness, changing the conversation that you might not be obese, you might actually have a lymphatic issue, and then just trying to really educate the doctors, educate therapists, and then educate the general public is kind of why I do what I do now.
Amanda Sobey, Mark Morris. Hello. Good morning. What is the disease itself? Like, how does it affect your body?
So the lymphatic system is similar to like your circulatory system, or in a sense that there's like pathways in your body. Now, two things can happen. You could be born with a genetic defect where those pathways are just non-existent, or you could have trauma like cancer, for example, and then have lymph nodes removed. When these pathways become obstructed or obsolete, the protein-filled fluid, which is basically the waste that your body makes, builds up, and it can build up in your arms, legs, neck, head, abdomen, genitals. It can actually grow anywhere, and it becomes very cumbersome. It's very painful. To the outside eye, people don't necessarily notice it. Like, people just think, oh, it's just a little bit of swelling. Yeah, no big deal. Right. But over time, if left untreated and not properly managed, it's disabling. It's mentally, because there's a lot of mental health issues based on anxiety and depression. Physically, everything changes based on the shoes that you wear, the clothes that you wear. And then plus, two, you do need medical supplies, which are not recognized by the government. So really? They're very expensive. They're very costly. And so part of creating awareness and letting people know that this is an actual illness, hoping that we can change these conversations and then treat people accordingly. Because if you are able to understand what to do preventively wise, we can save the healthcare system millions and millions of dollars by just supporting people properly and letting them know what to do the first time when they see the doctor.
Yeah, right.
Amanda, coming up on Sunday is World Lymphedema Celebration, which is obviously a very important day to be talking about this, but we can talk about it all year long too. And because of you and people like you and your Stronger Together campaign that you do, I like that you say what it says on your website here, helping people reclaim their lives from the diseases that have made them feel helpless. And you're a very good example of that, and I think that you're a wonderful advocate for it. And if people want to find out more about this, if there's somebody out there that's going, oh my God, like maybe that's something that I'm suffering with too, how can we send people to you?
Well, my website is amandasobey.com. I'm all over social media on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Also the Lymphedema Association of Manitoba. I'm on the board there as well too. So wherever you Google search lymphedema and Amanda, you will actually find my whole entire life story on the interweb. And I am giving away $2,500 of medical supplies back into the community. So for anybody wanting to learn and to get educated, I have events planned throughout the entire month of March. We also have the Light Up the Ledge, the second annual Light Up the Legislative Building walk that we're going to create awareness on at the Forks. Sorry, we start at the Forks and we meet at the Legislative Building around 6 p.m. Again, all this information is on my Facebook page. at am.sobey, like the grocery store. And we hope to see lots of people there. And just we really appreciate the community, the awareness, and the support. And I appreciate being on the air with you guys today.
No problem. And I'm always on your Instagram, which is am.sobey, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Sobey. Yep.
Sobey. And you can find out and see Amanda and see what she's done and what she eats and exercises and all that kind of stuff. And also, there's a lot of pictures of you with your legs that are wrapped up, right?
That is.
And does that
Meaning
help?
you're
That's the stuff that's
proper.
not covered, right?
Sorry?
That's like the medical supplies that aren't covered by the government, obviously.
That is correct.
Yeah.
So you'll see me wearing bandages. You'll see me wearing compression. That's
what
just
it
part
is.
of my daily routine. But yeah, if anybody has questions, please send me a message. I'd be more than willing to have a conversation and just provide education, because it's what you don't know, you don't know.
You wear those every day?
Morning, I wear them all throughout the day. I also wear
Holy.
them at nighttime. I wear compression 24 hours a day, 7
Wow.
days a week, 365 days a year.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that intense. Wow. Well,
Yeah, it was life changing.
no, I get it. So thank you so much, Amanda.
Yes, thank you, Amanda, for letting everybody know. And just a reminder, World Lymphedema Celebration happens this Sunday, but it is a conversation that can happen all year long,
That's
of
right.
course. Thanks for joining us,
good.
Amanda.